right now. I'm cutting the Selfless Cathar for that reason. And one of the Altar's Reap's not going to make it. Okay, Sky. Now this is a good open. This is really good in our deck. We already were trying to enable Morbid, and that obviously helps. I'm very happy to open the Sky Priest. We're not taking the foil land. I don't know. I don't care. It's worth like, what, 3 or 4 tickets? That is not worth it. It is shiny, you know, but the High Priest is very good in our deck. We have a lot of ways to trigger Morbid here already, and we're just starting pack 3. So we'll take that, and, you know, there's enough. Hopefully we'll wheel one of those two, but I wouldn't really be shocked if we didn't. 1, 2, 3. No, we probably won't. Alright, we're taking that and we're happy. And then we come across this, another Woodland Cemetery. Well, it's too bad we're not black-green. We'd have all the fixing we'd ever need. The Rider's okay, but it's not a human. We don't really care about Spirit Knights. The double white I'm not a huge fan of. And Moment of Heroism is actually a pretty good combat trick. I like having as many instants that affect the board as possible because the opponent can't plan for combat as well. It can induce them into making unfavorable trades. So right now I have Altar's Reap, which doesn't really do anything with combat. I have Corpse Lunge, Tribute to Hunger, Village Bell Ringer, and that's it. So I think I'd rather have the combat trick here than the average creature. Alright, here's another interesting one. We got the Mausoleum Guard or Typhoid Rats. Now Guard is obviously good with Altar's Reap, etc., etc. Rats is obviously good at holding the ground. We do have a ton of ground creature. I don't think the Rats is really as much of a consideration. I'm more just speaking out to have a second card to choose from. But yeah, the Guard is definitely better. We don't have that many 4-drops either. Alright, another Tribute to Hunger. Again, not great, but it's removal. Removal is removal. I hate when you end up getting like 1/1 spirits with it or something like that, or killing their Mausoleum Guard, or you know, something with if I put Bonds of Faith on something or Deadweight and it doesn't die, then obviously that's a bad choice as well. But it's a pretty easy choice. Oh yeah, there's the Unburial Rites. Oh man, do I love that card. It is such good. It's card advantage. It's got all. The only thing that would make it better is if we had somehow had a Slayer of the Wicked or a Fiend Hunter, and we didn't get lucky enough to get any of that. But it's still going to be insane in our deck and may be the most powerful card. So we're going to slam that. All right, here we only have a Walking Corpse. There's nothing else, and I mean, there's not really worth hate drafting. So we'll take the Walking Corpse. Oh man, second Ghoul Raiser. That's why I picked up that Walking Corpse, just so I could recur zombies all frickin' day long. So we're gonna take the Ghoul Raiser. Alright, so what am I gonna more? I'm never gonna play Third and Pure Bloods. Am I gonna want to play a second Corpse Lunge ever? Or I mean, none of these are really worth hate drafting. I guess there's some chance I might play a second Corpse Lunge. I don't really. What kind of power? Do I have anything that have more than 2 power? I have 1 Rotting Fen Snake. I have a Banshee. All these other guys have 1 or 2 power. Corpse Lunge is so bad in our deck. Alright, I'm going to take the Pure Bloods and immediately hide it. Well, Purify the Grave I guess is okay. Sideboard card. I'm not going to play any of this other stuff. So we will take the sideboard card. And, well, I think I'm going to hate draft Gnaw to the Bone, as weird as that is. There's some deck that wants it. Delver I don't really care about. I have plenty of ways to kill it. If someone's main decking multiples of those, well, I have lost to it before, but we're not going to pay any mind to it. I guess. Stop the mill deck. Pick up another zombie. Pick up... I'm not going to play 2 Brain Weevils ever. Ever. And sure. Alright. This is going to be... We have a million playables. Have you ever had this many playables? I feel like we have 30 playables. Well, let's go to deck building and see. Alright, so that's in, out, out, maybe in. Let's be generous to start. In, out, in. I don't think I want two of those. I don't think I want any of those. I think I want one fence snake. Alright, 27, so that's still way more than we need. So what are the weakest cards in here? I think the Unruly Mob is pretty weak. Maybe the Brain Weevil? I think I can just get rid of the mob. I really don't like Unruly Mob very much. What else sucks? I mean, I guess... Well, how beat down are we? We have quite a few. We have... let's take these down here. Alright, so we have only one 1-drop. We got 5 2-drops. And we have 7 3. This isn't really a 3-drop though. We have 6 actual 3-drops. Let's see. Do we have any way that we really... How many humans we have? Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, we only have 8 humans, Kev. I really think we should have taken the dead weight. I don't think this guy's that great. We're still going to play him, because he's our only 1-drop, and we can, you know, we can trigger him some. We do have the Unburial Rights, so that kind of counts as an extra human. Alright, so we don't need the Fence Snake. We have enough little guys. The Brain Weevil, I'm thinking maybe I should keep it in the sideboard in case we play a slower deck. Against a fast deck, it's really bad because it obviously does not block well, and it doesn't race well. It's a pure card advantage card. So let's say we take that out. That leaves us with 24. And what is our zombie count? We have 1 Walking Corpse and 2 Ghoul Raisers. And that's it, which is actually fine. 3 zombies is fine. This is not a zombie, is it? No. Oh, it's a human. I did not realize that was a human. Okay, so we have 1 extra human. How many ways? So this is 1, 2, 3 cheap ways to trigger Morbid. That's pretty good. Tributes are okay ways to trigger Morbid. And then obviously we have the 2 Morbid. Alright, so we're going to want to be... We have the capacity to be somewhat aggro, but I think we're going to take the control role against any aggro deck because we have Recursion with Ghoul Raiser and Unburial Rights. We have a decent amount of removal with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 removal spells. And this one, you know, some of them we can sort of reuse, and a few decent tricks. How about Sharpened Pitchfork? How good is that going to be with 9 humans? Because just getting first strike is obviously not very good. Once you put the 1/1 on it, though, then it becomes a lot better. It might be the worst card in the deck, though. What else is under consideration here? I think we have to keep all of our humans in. I don't see a situation where taking out a human is going to make our deck stronger. The moment... I think this is going to be good against aggro decks, which there's a lot of in this format, so we're going to want to keep that. I could take out the Walking Corpse. Our Ghoul Raisers can still raise each other, but it does make them slightly worse. I don't think we want to weaken our Ghoul Raisers. So if I don't take out the Pitchfork, what is the next weakest? I mean, it could be Alter's Reap, but having one of those really seems like it's going to help with our 2 good Morbid cards. Alright, I think I'm going to take out the Pitchfork for now. We're going to run it like this, and we'll see how it works. So now let's see what kind of colors we want. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. So, I'm thinking 10-7, and that's what it came out with. I mean, our only double white is Chapel Guys, and that's good early in the game or late in the game. We do have a white 1 drop, though. That makes me think we might want one more plains. Maybe go 9-8. Because obviously every turn, if we have a champion in our hand to open the game, we obviously want to cast it the first turn as often as possible. We do have 3 double black spells, and this really has a white mana 2 in it, I guess, but I don't think it's going to matter by the time it gets to our graveyard. Alright, so I think 9-8 swamps, because we do have a lot more black mana sources. 16-10. Our curve is decent. It doesn't get that high. We might have, I mean, if I was really greedy, I would play the Pitchfork over a 17th land, but I think our deck has enough recursion that even if we get flooded, like where we have Unburial Rites, and we want to have like 7 mana up so we can Morbid and Banshee, etc., etc. So I think this looks pretty good. Let's double check the sideboard here and make sure I'm not missing anything. No, don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. Okay. So, I think we're going to try the deck like this and see how it works. Let's see what we got for round 1 here. Nobody I recognize. Alright. Playing first. With this deck, I think we're fine playing first. We have enough low drops that we could get a decent tempo advantage. And if they're really aggro, then obviously we don't want them to have that advantage. So we have 3 drops and 2 lands in playing first, which is a little sketchy, but we do have 2 removal spells we could play with our 2 lands, even if we don't draw another one for a while, so we're fine on 7. We will lead with the Swamp because we have double black cards, and we don't have our champion, so even if we draw it, turn 2, obviously we're gonna be just fine. Normally I F6 a lot, but because I'm trying to slow down everything to talk about what I'm doing, I'm not gonna, well, maybe I will eventually, but for now I'm not going to. Well, there's the old extra 3 mana card. Alright, well, obviously we're going to want a 3rd land here to get things going. Dark Thicket Wolf. Hey, that looks like a pretty good target for any of our removal spells. So if we draw land, we'll probably tribute, well, let's see what we draw. Walking Corpse. Alright, so red-green is probably have a lot of werewolves, which would make Bonds of Faith bad. So it could be one of our few good targets for Bonds of Faith. It also uses all our mana. We could play Walking Corpse and take a hit and just kind of wait and see, which is I think what I want to do, especially because if it dies, Ghoulraiser gets it back. So let's not use our removal yet. It's only the 2nd turn, or I guess the 3rd turn. Let's just throw the corpse out there, and then when he attacks, we're not going to block, assuming he plays a land, which he did, so we can threaten the pump, and we're not going to go for that. So we will take 2, unless he has no play. Alright, he has a play. And see, there's the aforementioned werewolf. Alright. So, oh, okay, so we drew another 2-drop. I mean, I don't know if we're going to activate it anytime soon. We do need a 3rd creature to do so. But I guess it's not unreasonable. I think we can take another hit. I'm going to play the High Priest and pass. Alright, so if he goes just attack, pump, and then nothing, and flips his guy, we're in a little bit of trouble because we need to then deadweight the wolf in order to tribute, but we can't do both. So he's going to get another hit in. We're going to take some damage here. Good thing is we have this lifelink creature and tribute to hunger, so we will be able to recoup our life lost. Another thing that's important, we want to make sure that we tribute before we use the Bonds of Faith. Because obviously if we Bonds of Faith and then tribute, he will just